We are now joined by Jacoby Walter. He is committed to Baylor from McKinney, Texas. Joins us on Sic'Em 365 Radio and 365 Sports. Jacoby, obviously a lot of people waiting and interested in what you're doing and your decision. What did it come down to as your decision to pick Scott Drew and Baylor?
Really my relationship with them and what I think they can do for me going into my freshman year and just from the future. And going on, because Baylor, I think, is just different overall in the development part. You know, they're a very elite program. Coach Drew is a very elite coach, so I just wanted to play with elite players and play for an elite coach.
When did they come on your radar as far as a school you wanted to go to?
As soon as they offered me, that was the year they just won the national championship. And they were my first offer, so obviously I had the best relationship with them. So ever since they offered me, I was always keeping in touch with them.
How much of that timing of them also winning the national championship, did that boost them up even a little bit more in your eyes?
Not really, because I really just still had to do more research. But just seeing that past team that won the national championship definitely did, but not because of the fact that they won.
Every time we have somebody on who's committed to Baylor or somebody who transfers to Baylor, Jacoby, they always talk about the relationships, and that's something that Baylor has built, the culture inside of that program. Can you kind of define that a little bit more about what that's like?
Definitely. When I went on my official visit there, it already felt like home. Everybody greeted me. I talked to everybody on staff, to the managers. Even when I'm not around the coaches and I'm just around anybody else, it always just focus and hard work, because they're really going to get after it in practice. And, you know, I think that's just what I want to be a part of, just the good culture and relationship part of it.
So now do you go to work recruiting other players to come there? And then do you have a target in mind?
Yeah, I'm going to try to be the best recruiter we have. And my first target is going to be Wesley Yates from Beaumont.
Mm-hmm. As someone that's been high on their radar like you are. And, of course, Miro Little is another young man coming over from overseas, right, to play in America this year. Have you been in touch with him?
Yes, me and Miro talked earlier today and yesterday. We're already excited to come.
Was there a former Baylor player in particular that you look at or watch and you think that could be you?
I don't know if it's going to be easy to do, but just Davion Mitchell, just the way he played both sides, that's something I would want to bring to the table when I go.
What if the Baylor staff told you about your game, about what right now looks great and what you say, as you mentioned, how they develop players, what you need to develop a little bit better?
They like the way I shoot the ball, definitely. They think I can space the floor. They think I'm creative with the ball and just an elite scorer. But I think when I go there, just my pace and playing and making better decisions is going to really excel, because when I was going through the workouts there, that's what we really started to focus on.
Jacoby Walter, again, has committed to Baylor from McKinney High School, 23 points, 8 rebounds per game. Also was a part of the AAU circuit on the Trae Young team as well. Did you ever get to meet him?
Yes, definitely. We met plenty of times, and he texted me right before I committed.
What did he say?
He just told me to enjoy the moment, and just I deserve everything coming my way, but the work doesn't end.
So how relieved are you right now, Jacoby? I mean, obviously you've had this process going on for quite a bit of time, and no matter how long you've kind of known what your decision was going to be, just to have it out there, have it in the public, have people congratulating you, is there a big sense of relief on your part?
Definitely. I think now I can really focus on just the basketball part of it and don't really have to pay attention to the recruitment part anymore.
Will you be playing a lot during the summer with the AAU team, or what do you do?
Yes, I'm just going to keep playing, finish out the sessions, go to my last camps, and then go into my senior year.
So are you going to be able to match the happiness quotient of Scott Drew?
I don't think that's possible. Nah.
I ask everybody this that once they commit, Jacoby, of you hear about Scott Drew and you talk to Scott Drew a little bit, but there's always that part of everybody that wonders, like, is this for real? Did you ever have that moment and then realize, like, wow, this is who he is?
Yes. When I first met him in person, I questioned it. But, I mean, I've been up there plenty of times, and we've talked plenty of times. It's true. He's always a happy guy.
Yeah, he is, and it's real, and you know that, and that's part of your the relationship. Who among the assistant coaches was more in touch with you than others?
Coach Brooks. That was the main one that I would talk to.
Man, I love Alvin. We all do. He's as real as it gets. It seems to me. Yeah,
that's exactly what it is.
From our chances, he's talking about doing a lot of working out this summer. Have you seen him?
Yeah, we've been talking, and he's been on his grind every morning. Y'all need to watch out.
He said that the national championship year and all the things and what they do and all that, he needs to get back to being a little bit more lean than he was, and I'm happy for him. That's awesome, and it's great that you guys have that relationship along the way.
Well, he's certainly running around right now, burning some calories because of this commitment. I can guarantee you that. I bet he is fired up as everybody else.
So, Jacoby, what was when you made the final decision and you called Coach Drew? What was his reaction?
First, I called him and he didn't answer, so I told Coach Brooks, and him and his family were just screaming happy. And then later, when I was at the gym, Coach Drew called me, and as you can expect, him being loud, screamed, super happy and excited. But yeah, it was just really a good time.
On Thursday, Kendall Brown and Jeremy Sohan will most likely be drafted. How much have you paid attention, and how much will you pay attention to that?
I'm definitely going to, because, freshman, and that's going to be me in less than 2 years. So I just see it as that could possibly be me.
Jacoby, thanks for your time, man. Congratulations. We appreciate it. Look forward to covering you.
No problem.
Jacoby Walter from McKinney High School going to Link Academy, as he mentioned, in Missouri. A commitment for Scott Drew and Baylor. 5-star guard, Sic'Em 365 Radio.